Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's get us live over here. There we go. Good morning. I know you're out there. I am Jackie Glass, mama, Navy vet, certified doer, and the late stuff legislator for the House of Delegates 93rd District. Happy to be here. Just so grateful. I'll give you guys a little bit of time. Oh, hey, I already see y'all Instagram. Instagram just pop up. Y'all just let's go. I'm always ready to start the day. You know what they talk? They say that grown folks is on Facebook. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm aging in this era of Facebook very well, or of social media very well. But guys, okay, so let me just jump right into it, because today we have a guest on with us, which is always a good time, always a big deal. Running through some things. I do want to express gratitude to all of you that took some time, you either gave time, money, or energy, sending good juju our way as we make our way through this session. As you all know, we will be back in Richmond on May 13th. So May 13th, can put that on your calendars if you're wondering what's happening with the budget, what's going to do this. So I've got a lot of work to do in between, and making meetings, just trying to advocate for Norfolk in a very, very good way. Before the 13th, we'll have our budget. 2 days after that, because y'all remember we said, like, when we have bills like that, they have to be on the calendar for at least 2 days before we can vote on them, so that I'll be in Richmond still until the 15th to vote on the budget. So you'll know when I see the final budget on the 13th, we'll be probably hopping on here just to do a quick debrief, and we can talk about the things that are important to you. And if you've got something that's important to you, go ahead and drop it in the comments while we're talking here. Coming up, the only thing that matters this week, can I just say that? The only thing that matters, we have an event on Saturday. And I know you're probably tired of me saying it, but you shouldn't be tired. What you should be doing is getting rest so you can show up on Saturday for Fly Norfolk. I already know. And that's what we're talking about today. Y'all know this is a huge event. We've had such amazing success year after year after year after year. And then I know, like, this year you're going to come and you're going to make it even better. What I want to do today on our live is bring in the reason why. I mean, he's going to come in here. I'm just going to preface before he try to cut me off and say some crazy stuff. Is like, you know how when you're doing stuff and like stuff is just happening, you're like, I don't know how this happened. How is this a success? That's who we bringing in. The how is this a success guy who just like makes stuff happen. So don't let him he's the utmost certified doer. So when he come on here, y'all, don't let him try to act like I do all the things, because y'all know I don't do all the things. We have good partners. So I'm going to bring here Ben Clark from AIM, the Aviation Institute of Maintenance, sitting off of a Little Creek, and wait a minute, number of places. Y'all off Little Creek, y'all off Princess Anne, Military Highway. I want to say there's a place over there. Like, yep. Ben yep. Clark, I'm a fan. So Ben, can you tell the people who this? Who you?
Hey, good morning, Delegate Glass, and thank you very much for having me on today. I appreciate the opportunity. And yeah, I'm Ben Clark, Director of Outreach and Workforce Development at the Aviation Institute of Maintenance, which you are correct is off Little Creek Road there in Norfolk. We also have 14 other locations for Aviation Institute of Maintenance across the United States. And then, yes, as you alluded to, we have Centura College, which is another higher education institution that we operate off North Military Highway. And then Tidewater Tech right there off Princess Anne Road in Azalea Garden.
Y'all, all the places, all up in Norfolk. And y'all, let me tell you why that's important, because it's a beautiful thing when people decide to make their business, make their space, their investment in our city. So we are super fortunate to have you, but we got to talk about this fun stuff.
Absolutely. I'm very much looking forward to Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. right there at Signature Flight, 1145 Miller Store Road there in Norfolk. For our free community event to showcase aviation career pathways to anybody who's interested and would like to show up on Saturday for that free event.
Yeah, and you know what? It's funny because Ben, this is the third year we've done it together, but it's been happening for quite a bit of time. It started off, you guys had Fly Norfolk. I'm like, can we do this? Norfolk can fly, and we merged together. That's the power of teamwork, right? Pulling things together. You know how we love to do that. But I remember having a meeting with you downtown Norfolk when you were like pitching for us to like come together and join forces. And I was like, this thing started off as a love letter to my spouse, right? Like, I don't know if y'all know this. Like, I don't see my husband a lot because he works a week of nights. And work a nights, a week of work of days. And I'm just like on the move all the dang time. And having a partner in AIM, I think allowed space, one, to also honor the fact that in aviation careers, we need a little bit more people seeing themselves, not just older white guys seeing themselves as pilots and as and all the things, Ben. So like, that is like, I guess, like the highlight and love for me. But like, what has been your highlight for the event these past years that we've been doing them?
I think that the highlight for me is seeing young people, actually people of all ages, get exposure to aviation career pathways, and knowing that we've had a few people from the community either enter into the career of aviation or even switch their careers later on in life because we gave them a small snapshot of what their life could be in it if they're working within the aviation industry. So for the last 3 years that we've been partnered together, that's definitely the highlight for me, that we've actually been able to make that big impact, not only in that person's life, but that generational family effect.
Yeah.
And I'll even go really far with it. And then they're a great role model for their community within their neighbors, and the ripple effect just gets so large.
It is. I remember the first year that we did this together. The St. Mary's school came. St. Mary's came. The school, the home for the children that are differently abled or need all care 24 hours a day. And I was like, that made my heart burst. See, the children in their wheelchairs, their caregivers there. They were like all there, just having an amazing time. And that first year was hot as hell, y'all, though. It was hot as, I don't know what. We had to learn our lesson. But then last year, I think what like hit me super hard was the 3-year-old flying the drone.
Sure. That was fantastic. Especially, I remember that now. Being able to imprint almost like a mother goose onto that child, that a career is there for her in a UAS type of industry at 3 years old. I mean, I don't know if she's even able to grasp that yet, but to go ahead and give her the muscle memory for that drone controller, make her a remote pilot at 3 years old was a really cool moment for sure.
You know what's funny, Ben, is that little girl, she came to the Norfolk and Fly the year before and stayed the whole time. And her mom said that she had decided that we were her family.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
And when she saw the event come up, she came back and she came up to me like she thought that all of us were her family, and she was just like coming to a family.
That's when it's like a family cookout. It's a barbecue. That's when you've really made an impact, when people feel that comfortable.
It is. And I think something else that is really cool about Norfolk and Fly is the intention of finding different kinds of folks in the aviation careers. We had a Spanish-speaking air traffic controller. And then last year, I think the hottest table that we had was the Black female pilot. Do you remember that?
100%. I mean, just role models matter. I mean, now more so than ever, possibly. And to be able to have that when you can see it and know that you can make it, I feel like that's a really big difference. And that's why, we're very appreciative to be partnered with you. And so, I mean, there's only so many ways I can engage and be a role model for some kids, and that's okay. And then to be able to bring in other people into the tent to showcase that these possibilities are just real. It's not just Ben or somebody that looks like Ben telling you this can actually happen. When we can come together and synergize like that, the community really, really benefits.
They do. And look at Vince Hodges says, I can't wait. I can't wait either. I can't wait either. I can't wait. And it's all ages though. Like, not like, okay, y'all, listen, I say me and my mother, we live together, right? I don't live with her. We domicile. And sometimes it can be difficult to find things that like we all can actually do as a family unit. This is just one of those things where like if grandma come, Tell grandma she could put on the VR goggles because this year we got Spaceport coming. Okay. We got the Space Authority coming and they're going to have virtual reality opportunities. Like there's like something for everyone. I don't think we've said where it's going to be. I don't think we've said that out loud. Let me scroll that across the bottom of the screen here. Ben, you want to tell them where it's going to be?
Yeah, let's remind them. It's Signature Flight, 1145 Miller Store Road, right there in Norfolk. If you want a better visual idea, it's right behind the Norfolk outlets.
Yep.
And so if you can make it to the Norfolk outlets, it's right behind that, very adjacent to what we consider the ORF, Norfolk International Airport. But 1145 Miller Store Road from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. this Saturday. And Jackie, you hit the nail on the head. There really is something there for everyone. If grandma wants to put on the virtual goggles with Virginia Spaceport, that's possible. Grandson or granddaughter can go over to the Civil Aviation Patrol for their flight simulator as well. We'll have a Flavor Saver food truck there, so there'll be delicious, good food and desserts for everyone. We'll have static displays of airplanes. We're going to have a selfie station right next to a home-built airplane.
Yeah, it's a home built. And shout out to Andrew because he's on Instagram.
Absolutely.
Andrew, let me tell y'all, his aircraft, which was scary as hell because my mom, actually, I want to thank him for taking my mom up in his aircraft like 2 years ago. The engine, and he can correct me if I'm wrong on Instagram, the engine for his aircraft is the same as one that would be in a snowmobile. Like, y'all. He flies it. I was so afraid. I was like, please don't let my mama die. Please don't let my mama die. Please don't let my mama die.
Nah, Andrew's awesome. She was in the best of hands.
I know.
It's really cool. And he and his airplane are beyond impressive.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You said something that sort of triggers something. There's food. There's a bomb DJ, right?
Love the DJ.
Okay, you're going to do that.
We snap it up for him one more time, too. Just professional. Knows where to point his speakers at, accepting feedback, wants to make sure the audience is getting what they need from him. Just can't say enough about that guy.
When you say, can y'all hear that we all have our things that we're particular about? And Ben was very particular about the DJ. I was like, I got the DJ. And he's like, will it be the same person as last year? I said, I'm gonna try. He's like, we need the same person as last year because y'all know the DJ sets the tone, right? Like sets the mood. And he was a great DJ. So shout out to the DJ Free. I think his name. Oh, I gotta remember his name is coming, but he'll be there. I just talked to him last week. I think it's like he's ready to go too. We've added something. Oh, I remember the other day somebody asked me, will we be able to get into airplanes? I was like, of course.
Yeah. Civil Aviation Patrol. Shout out to Chris Morrow. He's bringing us a Cessna 142 or something. I don't know. It's a Cessna airplane. Shame on me. I apologize to all the real aviators out there for not knowing what that airplane is. That's why I'm a licensed remote pilot. I'm not a real pilot. But yeah, Civil Aviation Patrol is bringing a Cessna, and students will be able to get into there, take selfies. So if you've never been in a flight deck before, come on out this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Signature Flight off Miller Store Road in Norfolk, and be able to get into a flight deck and take all those pictures. And of course, Aviation Institute of Maintenance will be there. We're very honored to support this day with Delegate Jackie Glass. We are going to have different maintenance activities available there. We'll also have a drone obstacle course. So if you'd like to fly a drone for free and go through our obstacle course, you're more than welcome to do that. And then we'll also have a table for women in aviation, girls in aviation, strictly just for that. So shout out to Megan Dehart at Aviation Institute of Maintenance for making sure that we have great representation for women and possible activities for that sort of demographic.
Yep, the coloring, the painting, the everything in between. And then there'll be I think we've got, I'm rolling through the tables. So we've got the Virginia Department of Aviation will be there with their flight simulator. Y'all, if you've never been on a flight simulator, this is the time. And well, actually, we got really fortunate, Ben. We have 2 flight simulators coming.
Yeah, first time we'll have 2 flight sims all on in the hangar. So looking forward to that. I mean, that means more students or people will be engaged more regularly, a little bit less, hopefully less lines. So that means come on out this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
And I would love it if you have never, first of all, if you've been to Fly Norfolk, I need you to drop it in the comments. Like, I've been there, done that, and I'm going to do it again. Secondly, if you have anybody ever flown a plane or even thought about getting their pilot's license, like even everyday people come. The first year that we had it, there was a guy who he said, I came, I had to bring my daughters because I started working on my pilot's license and I sort of waned off of it. He's like, I sort of just quit. And he's like, I brought him here. The next year he came back. He was like, I finished. He's like, the event gave me motivation. Older, middle-aged Black guy. And he was just like, I finished. He's like, I just saw the way my girls were so excited. I did it. I'm done. I was like, I wish. It just seems like it would be a really cool thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're curious, if you're just a curious person, like, I think this is a really a great time. And Marva says, it sounds like fun. And Marva, yes, we need to connect. Marva, I will text you when I get off of this call, ma'am. But yes, it's all the things. I'm going to ask you, Ben, what are you looking forward to? The food is going to be great. We had secret testers taste the food back and forth. It's going to be great food.
It really is. It really is. We're excited. We're very blessed to have Savor Flavor Food Truck out there. And I'd say what I'm most looking forward to, Jackie, is just the fact that the public's going to get so many opportunities to explore and be exposed to so many different career options.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Aviation Institute of Maintenance will be there to showcase the maintenance industry side of aviation, because you need about 10 maintenance folks for every 1 pilot. So it's a very awesome career there, very stable. So that's not something that AI or computers are going to take over. And that's kind of the case for a lot of aviation careers. Of course, we'll have air traffic control there. Shout out to your husband and all of his coworkers. Very appreciative of that. And then we'll also have, of course, pilots. We'll have pilots there. We'll have different commercial airlines, like American Airlines will be there, Piedmont, PSA. I know we'll have the 99s there, and then also some private pilots. And then, of course, I mentioned the drones, the UAS folks too. Also representation from ORF, Norfolk International Airport, administrative-wise, logistics, shipping. It's not just pilots. Of course, it's maintainers, but it's, flight attendants, of course, but then logistics, airport operations, flight control. All of those things help us leave the airport safely and mostly on time, but most importantly, safely. And I think it's really cool that you can spend a few hours, have some fun, get some delicious food, rub noses with really awesome airplanes that you wouldn't normally get that opportunity. Oh, and we'd be remiss if we didn't mention, Jackie, we're also offering free window tours of the airport. So
that's right.
Thank you very much to Kia at Norfolk International Airport for helping us get approval. We'll be able to offer shuttle window tours for free to the public, and you'll be able to see the Norfolk International Airport and see different aspects of the airport that you don't normally see when you're just buying a ticket and getting on an airplane.
Yes, you're going to get on a bus and ride on the flight line, essentially.
Very cool.
Like, I'm going to do that.
You'd be the first one on.
What's funny is I got all excited about it, and I was telling my old man about it, and he was like, Jackie, I can do that for you. I was like, but it's not the events. And also shout out to airport police, airport firefighters. Like, they brought the dogs. They brought the dogs there last time. You had the folks that do this had a whole event where the kids could like direct. They taught them how to do that. I thought that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then also introduce folks to other sides of aviation. I don't know that we'll have anybody there for, but there's also weather people that work.
Yeah.
There's like, you want to be a weather man, woman, they got to know what the weather looked like to get where they're going.
Yeah, shout out to Wavy TV10 and Jeremy, who he always comes out and helps out with Fly Norfolk in the past and does really awesome weather experiments. I could watch him put a cloud in a jar and make that cloud disappear 1,000 times. It's always awesome when I see that. Unfortunately, yeah, he's not able to make it this year, but I know he'll be there with us in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And very grateful to Signature Flight as well for them to offer a space for us 4 years in a row and to be so accommodating.
Yeah.
Wherever Mr. Michael Robinson is in the world right now, I just want to be very grateful to him.
Yeah, man. They give us and his staff, they give us a whole hangar.
Yeah.
A whole hangar is like, here, we put our stuff out. So look at what Janice said. Janice, awesome. I'm hoping to see you there. I'm hoping to see you there. Like when we say all ages, it's no joke, and it's been fun. I think what I'm most excited about is like I want to do the VR. Have you ever done the virtual reality of us?
Yeah, I've done the virtual reality, and then also as a licensed remote pilot, I've done the first person view for drone flying as well. I know.
Excuse me. So yeah, but here's the deal. Here's what I love about Ben, right? Like we are talking about not the diversity in age, gender, race, and everything in aviation. Y'all, I'm telling you a story real quick. Ben liked to be playing, but I had a gentleman who was like I want to get into drones. I do music, so I want to be able to do be a drone pilot because I want to shoot videos. I want to do all these things. And I was like, well, I don't know. I just know Ben. And Ben was like, I will take time to help him study. I will do and you even took time out. Yeah. Like, granted, his life circumstance took him another way. But that's like how passionate like we are. And I say we, meaning I have a passion, but I didn't go as far as to what Ben did to make a space where you use your personal time to get someone to where they want to be with the skill sets you have, particularly in aviation. But it made me think about how drones aren't just about war. They aren't just about policing and all these things. Like they're realtors that are using drones to do their work now. And like he said, you want to shoot music videos, they're using drones now. And if you want to interact with somewhere, you're just curious, this Saturday it really is the place to be curious about drones, planes, and rockets and everything in between.
Yeah, absolutely. And happy to always give back, and perfect segue, shout out to Dr. Joel English, who started Fly Norfolk back in 2016, gave me the opportunity to help it build and grow, connected us, 4 years ago, Jackie. And he was a big motivator for me to get my drone license. So, people pull me forward, happy to, turn around and help other people as well. That's the way it should be. And come out this Saturday. We'll have the drone obstacle course, and also Aviation Institute of Maintenance is a licensed drone testing facility. So if you are interested in getting your drone license, our address at 2329 East Little Creek Road is a licensed testing center, if that's something that people are interested in. And if you just want to get a taste of drone operations and drone flying, come out this Saturday and see if you can make it through our obstacle course.
See if you can do it.
Yeah. If you do it, you get a free high five from me and Jackie.
I will personally come over there and high five you. We had a teenage pilot last year too, which I thought was really cool. The young woman she's a high schooler that got her pilot license, and she was able to talk to some young folks. So like, we're not playing. We want to see you there. Also, like, we want to see you there to tell us, I'd love to see this next year. I'd love to. Part of the reason why we expanded the experiences with like flight simulators was the high schoolers were there. Like, can we just I want a game. The dream one day is to have Microsoft come and do a whole flight simulators gaming station or something one day. We're dreaming big, but we want to dream with you. And everybody looks up, y'all. Everybody looks up. So this Saturday, 10 to 2. Did we tell them that it was free?
I'm not sure. So let's just remind, it's a free event this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Signature Flight, 1145 Miller Store Road, right there in Norfolk. If you need
right
a visual,
behind the
right
outlets.
behind the outlets. Yep. So you can get some shopping done early and then come over and see us, or preferably come see us and then maybe go do some shopping. Walk
Yes.
off the delicious food from Savor Flavor Food Truck.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like, and the weather's going to be really great this Saturday. There's tons of free parking at Signature Flight as well.
Mm-hmm.
When you get there, just look for the main building that says Signature Flight. I promise you can't miss it. Walk in the front door. Keep walking down. Just keep going straight. Right when you walk in, we'll be right there on the right-hand side in the hangar. I promise you can't miss it once you walk in the front door.
You cannot. You will not. And also, if you're like, I'm sold, I'm coming, go ahead over to Eventbrite or go to the Facebook page. You can sign up. And I already know, I was sitting across from my friend yesterday, and she's like, oh, I'm coming to fly Norfolk, but I ain't RSVPing. Okay, I understand. I get it.
That's how we do. It's okay. Yeah, come on in. Either way, we got more than enough food, more than enough space, and a lot of passion to engage the public.
Yeah.
So come on down.
Come see the homemade aircraft, which again, it still floors me.
Yeah, we're very blessed to have so many people who support and agree with our initiative, Jackie, which is just to give aviation career exposure to the community, regardless of age and demographics, and very grateful for all the people that are supporting us this Saturday.
Yeah, and so y'all, I'm just telling you, like, Ben was like, Jackie, because he know I'll start talking about other stuff. It's like, today we focus on Fly Norfolk. We don't want to distract from anything else. It is about Fly Norfolk. You hear how I'm saying it like 5 times. It is about Fly Norfolk on Saturday. It is about from 10 to 2. That is our mission. But let me tell you, I know, I have to say, because, you know, I'm a politician now too. That's a thing, right? And so a lot of people are like, you know, education. And it's like, yeah, what's the next step? Like, how are we making education, the education space, how are we growing it with the young people that we have today? Not the children of the 30s, not the children of the 40s, 50s, 60s, the early 2000s, but today. I just want to shout out AIM and Ben and the team and Joel and Nicole, everyone, for they withstand the test of the waters involved with, particularly Norfolk Public Schools, which I will openly say is a challenge to partner with at times. You don't have to say it, Ben. It is a challenge, right? But we just have it's just y'all. I've been on here and talked about this, about how like we are going to stand the test of the waters and do better and be better with our school system because we care about these kids. Ben, can you just say a little bit about, because we're almost done. See, we're at the 2-minute mark, and I'll say Fly Norfolk Saturday. But can you talk a little bit about the work that you all do with Norfolk Public Schools? Because it's a big deal. It is a big deal.
Yeah, we're really excited to be partnering with Norfolk Public Schools again for this year. We actually offer a dual credit program with Norfolk Public Schools at the Vocational Technical Center right there off Military Highway. So Norfolk Public School students, 10th graders, can enter the drone UAS program and receive their drone license in 10th grade. And then 11th and 12th graders can work on what we at AIM call the General, which is about the first third of your FAA maintenance curriculum at Aviation Institute of Maintenance. And all of that's free if you're a Norfolk Public School student going at the VOTEC Center. And so what that means, if you went through that program, 10th grade drones, 11th and 12th grade, the FAA general portions, when you graduate from high school, you have your UAS drone license, which is great. That's going to pad your resume and pad your college applications or any applications that you have. And then with your FAA general curriculum done, if you come to AIM or any other FAA certified post-secondary institution, you have about 1/3 of your education done, and it's free. And if you continue on that education, you'll have your FAA airframe and power plant license, which gives you the ability to work on all airplanes in the United States before you're the age of 21, which means in the state of Virginia, the average salary is $65,000. Before you can buy a beer and before your classmates have graduated from even TCC at this point.
Come through.
It's just awesome. So if you want more information on that, we'll be at 1145 Miller Store Road this Saturday from 10 to 2. Fly Norfolk, and Delegate Glass and I just can't wait to see you.
We cannot. And Elizabeth says yes to that, Ben. Thanks. Yes to all of that. It is true, right? We work for, with, by the peoples and are so grateful. And we'll look forward to seeing y'all on Saturday, right? If you have any questions, y'all, you'll know where to find me. I'm sure you'll be in the inbox. That's fine. I will be super attentive in the DMs, making sure that we answer all the questions. But most of the questions are answered. If you want to come have fun, that's it. Like, let's do it. There's nothing else to it. Just come on. So I look forward to seeing you and your curiosity with us on Saturday, the Saturday 10 to 2. Remember, right behind the outlets, y'all. So some of y'all do not pull up to the arrivals and departure at Norfolk International Airport. We will not be there. It is the signature passenger terminal on the backside. The address is on both the Eventbrite and the Facebook event. If you can't go, though, you're like, man, I wish I could come. We'll tell somebody else about it because they can tell you how much of a good time it is when y'all connect later. I'm going to see if we have any other questions in the comment, just a lot of awesomes and all that good stuff in the comments. What else? Nothing. I don't see anything. I don't think I see anything on Instagram. All right, y'all. That was the crux of this morning. See, I didn't even hit you hard. Let me just remind you, right? So back in Richmond on the 13th of May. So I will be working from that time on. When I have an update on what the budget and stuff looks like, you will have it. That won't happen until May. Secondly, the most important thing I think happening this weekend, unless it's your birthday, anniversary, or whatever, but then you can come here and you might come see us.
What other type of anniversary will you have next to awesome airplanes?
That's a fact. And then you can get curious about how you want to take your person out on an airplane, all that stuff. Like, come on, just bring your tail. Other than that, we will hopefully see you all this Saturday, 10 to 2. Any parting wisdom?
I would just say that if you're interested in a career in aviation, come out this Saturday at Signature Flight, 1145 Miller Store Road, to give us the opportunity to showcase all the benefits of a career in the aviation industry.
Yep, and I would just say if you want to have fun, and I want to see you, like that's it. I just want to see you. You coming?
She does.
I just genuinely want to see you. Okay, y'all make it a great day. All right, until next Thursday. See you. Be well. Take care of yourself and your mama too. And I'll see you Saturday. Take care.
Thanks, Jackie. Have a great day, y'all.
You too.